welcome back for our third match with... I don't even know what we are calling this. Like, I guess we could call it Sneaky Go, I guess we could call it Dragon Stompy, I guess we could call it, like, Mono Red Sneak Attack. I guess it's, like, Scion Sneak. You guys can come up with the names in the forums. I trust you. Anyway, we're on the draw again. We've got a one-lander with 2 seething songs. So, some quick math will tell us that if we draw like a 2-mana land, or basically anything that lets us cast seething songs, we have 5 mana, 7 mana, Through the Breach plus activation plus Shoal leaves them dead. So I think the plan is to just trust that we're going to draw some mana and try and kill them. I don't think you can mulligan stuff like this. Like, the hand uses everything currently and needs 2 mana to kill them. So, like, why would you ever mulligan? Like, what are you looking for here? So, brick 1. And this is like him to Turok, then, you know, even nicer. It's Baleful Strix. Okay. Well, that is the reality of this hand, is that sometimes it doesn't get there, but you keep the hand because sometimes you do. And we're still, like, very live until our opponent, like, starts making enough blockers that we can't get through it. But we can deal 20... I don't even... Ah, they're playing a FoodChain deck. Okay, well, now we have our Dragon Tyrant. So, we're going to pitch our Molten Steel Dragon. Since our plan is Scion, activate, turn it into Dragon Tyrant, and then Shoal so we can deal up to 32. Whereas, like, if we sneak this in and Shoal it, it's only 24. So, like, pitching Tyrant to Shoal is actually the dream. And then you want to keep the second Through the Breach because... Haha, yes. Okay. So they've cast a bunch of blue cards. We're just sitting here drawing and discarding, which is cool. Taking our beatdowns. Okay. So they pretty clearly don't have a FoodChain. 3, 5, 7, 9. Are we just dead? No. We go to 2. 3, 5, 7. Oh, no. We're dead exactly. Oh, good beats. So, sideboarding. They're playing FoodChain. Their interaction is basically all counter magic based. So, we want this. They're playing a combo deck. We want Nicol Bolas. Pretty basic stuff. This can't get through Baleful Strix, though, which is sort of awkward, but it's what we're working with. And I think we want these over Blood Moons, because I would imagine, if I were playing a FoodChain deck, that I wanted to go turn 1 Mana Accelerator, turn 2 FoodChain, turn 3 Mist Hologryph, kill them. And to that end, I would have, like, 6 to 8 mana elf / birds. So, like, Birds of Paradise and Deathrite Shaman, probably, which Blood Moon abysmal against. And as we saw, they have, like, at least, I don't know, like 2 or 3 basics. Let's scroll up a little. I don't remember. They obviously had some basics. We're not gonna like just get them with Blood Moon. That's not gonna happen. And like the dream in that deck is pitch Mist Hollow Griffin to Force Will and then just cast it later. So our Pyroblasts are there to line up with their Force Wills and also to line up with their Mist Hollow Griffins, because you can cast it from anywhere in exile or your hand, but you can't cast it from the graveyard. So this one has one fewer land than our opening hand from last game, so definitely don't want that one. This one, not great, but it'll play. And we can hope that they don't draw Baleful Strix or Thoughtseize. Oh look, Deathrite Shaman. Blood Moon would be good here, but we don't have... I mean, like, yes, Blood Moon would be good here. But, like, we aren't cutting Blazing Shoal against their deck that has, like, exactly 4 ways of blocking this thing. So they've got Island, and they don't have a fetch land, which means that they're locked. So we're going to jam this Molten Steel Dragon, paying 6 life to get it into play. And our opponent pretty clearly has Force Will and is Force Willing it. Manipulate Fate is a card that FoodChain decks play so that they can find 3 Mist Hollow Griffins. And so it's basically draw 3 Mist Hollow Griffins and then draw a card, which is, you know, pretty good for them. So now if they have a FoodChain, then they get to add infinite mana to their mana pool. So we're still short a sneak attack from our combo kill. And so they can, yeah, add some mana, sacrifice their Deathrite Shamans. And if they have Emrakul in their hand, then we're pretty dead. But they just added a bunch of potential mana to their mana pool. They're going to, yeah, cast all of their Mist Hollow Griffins would be my best guess. So what they're doing here is exiling Mist Hollow Griffin to add 5 blue mana with FoodChain. And so they're recasting it, netting a blue mana that's constrained to casting creature spells. They're casting Soul of the Harvest. Okay, so this one, yeah, they just draw their deck. So now we're definitely going to lose, but we're mostly just in this to see what happens. So yeah, they're just going to keep drawing a card, and eventually they will draw Emrakul and cast it and take another turn and kill us. And they, yeah, cast another Mist Hollow Griffin just to make things move along a little faster. Since, like, this is a fairly click-intensive deck for those of you who are thinking about building it on Moto. Because, like, you have to click on it, you have to click on the card, you have to click on the FoodChain ability, and then you have to, like, go over to your exiled space and click on that. Okay, so they've got their Emrakul, and we are very easily destroyed. The gold not perfect. Okay, well, that was an unfortunate series of our first hand not panning out and our second hand being very vulnerable to Force of Will, but our opponent's deck is incredibly playable for those of you who don't watch much in the way of SCG Live. I believe Tannen Grace finals a Legacy Open like a month or two back playing FoodChain. Might have been Jonathan Job. It was either John or Tannen, but it was definitely a FoodChain deck. Anyway, I'll be back for our last match in just a sec.